So, whilst to give you guys some more chance to check some stuff in the chat, I'm going to talk through some of my ones to watch and ones to avoid, because I think that's a good place to go next. And first up, as you can see on screen, is less of a one to watch and more of a one to consider is Eden Hazard. 10.5. He looks promising. If you haven't already got him, I'm pretty sure there are lots of people trying to get him. 1 shot on goal and 1 goal scored against Newcastle, but also got an assist game before that. He has 1.3 shots per game and has less minutes than some of the other premium midfielders we see at the moment for around that sort of price. So he's a definite one to watch. And then the next one I had, which I'll have to go searching for, so was a forward. Oops, that's a midfielder. Forwards. And it is Mitrovic. So I don't think I can get all of that on screen, so I'll just leave it like that for a second. And he plays for Fulham, obviously, in case you didn't know. Again, this is more of a one to consider than a one to watch. So at 6.5, he's topping the forwards for FPL, although that's probably not the case now that Kane did well last night. I have to check. And he has 24 points from 3 goals and 1 assist, and he has Brighton up next, but then a slightly tougher fixture of Man City. So, you know, that's probably why I was a bit like he's more of a one to watch, really, because, you know. Oh, he's behind. Oh, he's drawing at the top. Sorry. Drawing at the top of the forwards with Aguero. Sorry, I had to get that in there. Anyway, before I did want to point out, although I don't really have much stats, but I really think that if you can't afford Alonso or Robertson or Mendy, then you really could be keeping an eye out for Kieran Trippier. I just seeing him on the corners and free kicks, he looks pretty good, and he's still around that 6 mil. He's still 6 mil, so he could be kind of the next bandwagon, so to speak. I should imagine it's quite possible. And then who did I want to go with to avoid? Okay, so we are going to have to, whether we want to or not, avoid Richarlison. I never thought I'd be saying that this week, I have to admit. It got a red card against Bournemouth. If you didn't own him yet and wanted him, and I realise that's a small number of people, and it should have been me, I did kind of get a bit tempted into the ownership last game week and got him in. Then hold fire if you didn't have him and you haven't had to sell him in all this debacle. Hold fire is a one to avoid for now, because his price will likely drop and you will be able, hopefully, then to pick him up a little bit cheaper. So just kind of putting that out there. And then last one I was just going to point out to avoid, and I'm going to have to go to his team for this one because I'm not sure I'm going to be able to find him anywhere easy on the list. And that is poor old Sané, Leroy Sané. It's just, the lad's not having a good time of it at the minute. I'm always reluctant to put a City player on the avoid list because we know about Pep rotation and we know how brilliant those players are. So I'm always reluctant to put them on the avoid list. But you know what? Sané, sorry about that. Sané is just not getting the game time. He hasn't started one game for City, and even when he does come on, he gets less than a shot a game. So it's not really helpful for us in FPL terms. At 9.4, I think there are just way better places to invest your money at the moment until we know he starts playing and starts scoring again. So they're my ones to watch and ones to avoid, or probably more in this case, ones to consider and ones to avoid. So cool. I will just pop back over to my misery of a team.